This is the $3 million Aston Martin Valkyrie. It's Aston Martin's first ever hypercar, and it's basically a street-legal Formula One car.
Right, arriving now at the track. I got my armor.
There are only ever going to be 150 of them in the world. And this is the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro. This is a track-only version with possibly the craziest rear spoiler I have ever seen. And get this, there will only ever be 25 of them in the world. I can't just jump in and drive it though. There is a whole process to get to that point where I can just rip it down the straight. It's such a big deal that only 3 of us from around the world were invited to drive it.
Okay guys, hands up. Who's driven this car around the track? Just one of you!
These cars are designed for speed, which means every single detail is looked at. They've taken all kinds of drastic measures, like even stripping weight off the Aston Martin badge.
The Valkyrie, oh my goodness. I get to drive it on the track. Bob. Look how light, look how light. Now, I don't know if you see what I see. Look at the shape of the doors. It kind of looks like a flame coming off a candle. Do you see that? Like a little flicker, like a little candle. It almost looks like it's in movement, which is so, so cool. Now, you don't have that long front anymore with the engine in the front. This car right here has the engine right behind your seats. They're going to be launching a few of these cars in the next few years. This is the Valkyrie. This is like the top one. You've got the Valkyrie AMR Pro. That's a track-only car. This right here is made for the road. You could literally take this shopping. All right. This is your frunk, where you fit one banana after you've gone shopping. This is actually something you can just put a little toolkit in here. It actually comes with a toolkit. Down here, there's something hidden behind the number plate. If you remove all of this, there's actually a first aid kit hidden behind there. So that's pretty cool. 3D printed parts, first time ever. The headlights are 3D printed, and you've also got 3D printed side mirrors. Oh, they're not mirrors, they're cameras now, aren't they? I don't know if we'll ever stop saying mirrors. Now up here, look at this. Ever seen that before? Kind of gills on the underside of the door. Now that is to release pressure from the cabin. So you know how you got aircon flowing in the cabin? Where does the air go? It can actually be released through these like little gills, and look, it's got its special outlet here. When the door's closed, it flows through here all the way back out here where the tail lights are. All right, Miles is here. Miles, come and join me. This
Hi.
is the design director at Aston Martin. He's the guy that has done this, like the beauty that stands in front of us. Right, I have one very quick question for you.
Okay.
Your favorite design detail? Show me.
My favourite.
Oh,
I'm
gotta be
gonna go.
quick.
I'm gonna go just for something because it was crazy. This is the rear brake light. It's the smallest rear brake light in the world, and it's like 6 millimeters across.
That's ridiculous. You got to see this thing. That is so cool. Right,
Next.
second favorite.
Our second favourite. We're going down this end.
It's running.
Sorry.
All right, yeah. Here we go.
The badge.
Oh, the badge.
So we always
Yeah.
insist on real metal badges.
Yeah.
But our normal badge is like 5 mil thick,
Yeah.
and it creates an aero problem. So that is 40 microns thick.
What about painting it? Why not paint and...
Because we have a thing that we say we have real metal badges,
Okay.
and we didn't want to give it up.
Got to stick to it.
So we innovated.
Now this here is really interesting to me. I was like, how is this actually going to curve? It's such a simple thing, right? It's like, you know, a windscreen wiper usually goes across a pretty flat windscreen surface. This is majorly curved. This is called apparently a double compound curve.
There you go.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
You said it took a year.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow.
There you go.
Who knew? So much excitement over a windscreen wiper. But there you go. Like things like that is everything takes so long.
Yeah, every little detail in the car is unique, basically.
Honestly, I'm so impressed by this car, and I just want to congratulate you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Now watch. Up here, look at this. These two little pads, what are they for? They're actually hydrophobic pads, and so the water will land through these two outlets here onto these pads, pull down into a formation into that hole. Boom, the rain is gone. Now, the most important thing for many of you, here's what I have ignored completely for the last minute, the naturally aspirated 6.5 litre V12. Now this is also supported by one electric motor. So in total with the V12 and the motor, you've got 1,155 horsepower. 1,000 of that is coming directly from this engine. There we go. There's a big brick hanging off the back of it. This is actually designed for like crash impact, right? And you got these little 2 holes here as well. Look at this. The machinery comes in, lifts up the whole car using these kind of holes there. All right.
Bear in mind the AMR Pro looks completely different. The only part it has in common with the Valkyrie are the headlights and the naturally aspirated Cosworth V12 engine.
All right, this is the beast of the beasts, the Valkyrie AMR Pro. How long would it take someone to learn how to drive something like this?
I mean, you can drive it, anyone can drive it, because the nice thing we've got is on the steering wheel control, we've got a dial that we can change from 500 to 1,000. So you can learn with 500, get to grips with the car, understand the car, and then when you get the confidence,
then you can dial it up all the
7,
way.
8, 9,000.
All right, time to get on the track and see what it can do. To get familiar with the track first, I did a few test laps in Aston Martin's new DBX 707. It gets that name because it's an SUV with, get this, 707 horsepower. And it's one of the world's most powerful SUVs. All right, I'm feeling much more confident with the track and I'm ready to hop in the Valkyrie. You can also see the AMR Pro lurking in the background. That's for later.
We've got a whole team here to make this happen, so a massive thank you to all of you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Now, I hear it's so loud that when you take it on the track, obviously got to wear a helmet, but when you use this as a daily drive, you know, just to go shopping or whatever, as you do, there's earphones that come with the car. Look at this. You get earmuffs to put on as you're driving around because it's so loud they don't want you to go deaf. How insane is that? This is, why am I so bad at this? No one laugh. Why? Why can't I be like an elegant swan? Not like a goose or something. Oh, I'm in. Oh my goodness, it's so, wow. You've literally got room here for 2 feet. That's it. My heels are actually higher than my butt. So I'm kind of like sitting in a bathtub, which is quite a nice feeling. Now, what they say is they've designed this specifically like this, so most of your weight goes on the back of the seat, so you're not pushing all of your weight down on your butt, which means you're not gonna get a sore butt, which is very important. So it's actually quite comfortable. All right, I need the steering wheel. That's important. All right, here we go. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. So putting the steering wheel on. So you just, it's already pulled back. You gotta pull that part back, and then you click, and then go like that, and it's on. Guess what this is right here? It's the key. And because you don't have pockets on your racing suit, they've just popped a bit of Velcro here and you pop it down next to you. I think that is, look, it's practical genius. That's what that is. I mean, I've never seen that before. Here is the key without the Velcro. You've got the Aston Martin logo on the end. What I'm surprised by though is how simple the key is. It doesn't even say Valkyrie. I don't know about this. Miles, what have you done? I love the car. The car is like out of this world cool. This key is not. Anyways, we'll forgive him because the car's so cool. So this key, it's gonna go right there on the Velcro strip. I'll give this back to the guys. Now in here, what you've got to be super aware of is this button right here. Now in some supercars or hypercars, this is the start-stop button right here. In this car, this is how you actually activate the fire suppressant. So if there's a fire, this will inject straight into the engine and put the fire out. So I cannot press that button here. The start-stop button is here. You've got the cool little stitching here, the bright green stitching on all of these pads. Now these pads, you can either opt to have some removed, you can make them thicker, thinner, whatever makes you feel more comfortable as a driver in the seat, because of course, you know, we're not all the same. We don't have supermodel bodies like me, you know. So some people need a little bit thicker padding, some people Need a little bit thinner. I was joking, by the way. We all know I'm not a supermodel. I try. Now, this is the exciting bit. This is the bit we've all been waiting for, to hear what the Valkyrie sounds like. Oh! Now, once it goes on, guys, you're not going to be able to hear me at all. The first step, start, stop. I've got my foot off the brake, all right? So just tap that once, and then you have the startup screen. So this is in city mode at the moment to drive around town. Mountain, track. You see that? Now it's on a little track. Now we're going to go up to ESP. I'm going to put this in sports. This is kind of the safest two together. I'm going to start with the safest mode, obviously, because I've never driven this car before. Crazy. And then we've got traction control at 10. So that's also the safest. All right. What they've done here is they've put the strap within reach so that you can very easily close this door, because on some supercars and hypercars, you really got to go like this and almost like lift yourself out of the car to pull the door down. On this one, it's very, very easy. Very cool. And it's got soft door close. Very fancy. All right. Oh my God, I'm in the cabin. Ah! All the doors are closed. Oh, panic. I need to get my seatbelt on. Wait, I need to open this again. I need help. I need help with my seatbelt. All right, let's do it. Let's do it for the team. All right, make sure to subscribe, like the video. Let's go. The engine a little bit before we go. Can you hear me? No. I'm talking, you guys can't hear me.
that was something else. I pushed the Valkyrie to 290 kilometers down the straight. Someday, I'm gonna crack the 300 mark. And you know what? It might be right now. But as the passenger, our pro racer on site is about to take me on the track in the AMR Pro. A massive thanks to Aston Martin for inviting me to share this experience with you guys. So what do you think of the Valkyrie? Pop a comment in the comment section down below and make sure to like the video and subscribe. See you next time.